Hello, lovely people. So for this video, I asked you to send me some questions, and I also gathered some from various social media posts. So you have questions, I have answers, let's do it. Okay, so how long have you been juggling? Well, I've been juggling at the time of recording this for 13 months. What is the max amount of props you've juggled before? I have juggled 5 balls successfully. I haven't tried 6. Do you fuck with fish? Well, I enjoy eating fish. I like sushi a lot. Sorry. What's your favorite prehistoric organism? Plesiosaurus. Yeah. Well, I don't know. They're super cute. Yeah. Where to get your juggle ball? I like Juggle Quip. They make, like beanbag balls. I really like the color customization as well as the durability and the fact that you can wash them. I think that's really handy. Yeah, durability is big for me. I want to be able to use these for as long as I possibly can. So far, this seems like a good option, but I honestly haven't tried many other brands, so yeah. How did you start juggling? Well, I watched a YouTube video that was like, juggling is really good for your brain. And then I was like, okay. I was also trying to like avoid doing schoolwork at the time, so I got some like rolled up socks, like in a little pair, you know? And then I got 3 of those and I started practicing. I mean, I started with 1 and then I went to 2 and then I went to 3. And yeah, I got really obsessed with it pretty fast. After doing it every day for like a week, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a thing. I'm gonna keep doing this for a long time. And here we are. Tips for juggling. Okay. Start slow. Don't expect to get it right away. And have fun with it. Like, you don't have to be rigid. You don't have to do things exactly the way that people are instructing you to do. Especially with something so like free as juggling. Like you're just throwing things and catching them. So really start with the absolute basics. Like just throw and catch 1 ball from hand to hand. Because when you start to add more props, it's just sort of like the coordination will already be there once you have 1 ball down. It's really just a matter of timing and muscle memory at that point. So yeah, take it slow. Don't become discouraged if you don't get it right away. Yeah. Hi, friend. What's your favorite juggling trick? I cannot choose just one, so... Is there an advantage to harder balls versus beanbag style or just preference? Okay, so advantage, it depends on what you're doing. So for example, beanbags, when they fall, they won't roll away as much. When they land in your hand, they sort of stick a little better versus a ball like this might start to roll around. I mean, they'll both roll, but like this one's a little more responsive, I guess, which is great for like contact things. So like if you want to be rolling it, right, it's very good at doing that, versus something like this might get caught, might be a little harder to control. I honestly don't have a preference. I like using both. I recommend for contact using something like this, but since I like to do both contact juggling and regular juggling, I don't know if throwing juggling, tossing juggling, I don't know what you call that. I like to use both and just mix and match. The last thing I'll say is like shape-wise, a ball like this like looks very static, I guess. I feel like it would be better for like miming, because something like this, it just looks like, you know, you can see my little thumb indentation. I'm not sure. Anyways. Okay, one thing I forgot to say is that I like to do this throw that I call a fountain toss, where I sort of roll, like I pinch them off of each other so that it creates this sort of shape. With balls like these, I have to like push them together a little harder to get a similar effect. Otherwise, they just sort of, they don't have as much friction, so they don't... Words are not coming to me right now. Do you have plans to go to any juggling festivals? No. I would, I guess. I haven't done any research into that. I'm not sure if it would be for me, to be honest. I like practicing by myself. I don't like being mansplained to say the least. And in almost every juggling setting, like group juggling setting that I've been in, that has happened. And it's just, I don't need to put myself in that position. I don't want to say that this whole community is like that, because it's not, but it's a consistent experience that I've had. And unless I have like a good reason to go, if I have a group of friends, like it sounds cool, I would like to go. I need more of a reason to, if that makes sense. Hi, friend. How are you so cool and talented? I don't know. I guess I'm just surrounded by cool and talented people like yourself. That, and I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender as a child. I don't know. I see the beauty in life. It inspires me to be the way that I am. So I don't know what else to say on that, but thank you. And your second question, do I make music at home? Yes, I do. I have my things. Yes, I make everything here. I would love to have a studio one day, because as you can probably hear right now, there's like a shower running upstairs. Sometimes there's planes flying over, as you've probably heard in a different clip, and also a washing machine downstairs. So it's quite hard to record at times. But yeah, I just use my little home studio. Maybe I'll do like a studio tour one time. Yeah. I'm stuck at 6 throws in juggling before everything falls off. How do I keep the movement going for more throws? Okay, so I have 2 tips for this. This totally happened to me when I first started too, and what really helped was practicing to music or a metronome, but something that will keep rhythm. And you really want to focus on throwing and catching on the beat. This will be hard at first, but the more you practice, the more you'll start to gain muscle memory, and it'll just come together. Like, I promise, just keep practicing, it's going to happen. The second tip I would give you is pay a lot of attention to your posture. Try not to let your feet move. So like plant in one space, just anchor yourself to one position and really try to isolate your movements. I try to focus on like keeping my shoulders back and like focusing on holding them in the same position and just moving like my elbows, my wrists a little bit, and my fingers, right? I'm really trying to focus on isolating the parts of my body that I really need to use to complete the pattern and not letting myself move from that position, because then it will train your body to like stay in proper juggling form. Do you identify as a clown or just a juggler? Do you have / want others clown skills? Okay. I don't identify as a clown. I don't really wear clown makeup, and I don't have like a dedicated look. I do want to have a dedicated look, but I don't think I'll call myself a clown, just because I don't really care for things like balloon animals, entertaining children. That's not really my goal. I do like making jokes. I do like being funny. I do like attention, obviously. I want to be a dancer / singer / musician / juggler, and I want all of these things to be incorporated into one sort of performance art. But I don't think I can specifically pinpoint what I would call myself: a clown, a jester, an entertainer. Like I don't know yet, but I feel like that's why I don't really call myself a clown, just because I don't practice being that. I know a few clowns and they're all super cool people. I have nothing against them. I just don't know exactly where I fit in yet, generally, in the performance art world. Yeah. So anyways, you're so pretty, and I don't really have a question, but latest book read, if any. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm reading 2 books right now. One is called A General Theory of Love, which talks about love and how it works in the brain. The other book I'm reading is called Braiding Sweetgrass, which I highly recommend. I think everyone should read it, especially in this day and age, in our capitalist society. Please go read this book. It's by Robin Wall Kimmerer. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say her last name. Please go read this book. What instruments do you play / what music disciplines do you enjoy? I play piano, guitar, I sing, I play bass a little bit, I produce, and I do things on the synthesizers. I studied sound design. I guess that counts as an instrument discipline. I love music theory as well. I hope that answers your question. I don't know. What is your favorite animal? I'm sorry, I cannot choose. I love all animals. Love cats. Love owls. They're very cool. Jellyfish. All sorts of sea creatures, really. I think they're really cool. I'm sorry, I don't have a specific answer for it. Like, I'm really bad with, like, favorites, just because I'm a romantic and I just love, like, all things. And so I really have to choose a favorite is, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I guess there's some things I could choose favorites in. Songs, video games, movies. But when it comes to, like, nature, it's hard for me. What musical artist are you listening to most recently? I'm listening to a lot of Machine Drum and 1508. Go check out 1508. Really good band. Dijon and Oklou. Oklou. I don't know. OKLOU. What is your wingspan to height ratio? $1 million question. Okay, so my arms are I measured this, 71 inches, fingertip to fingertip. My height is 68 inches, so 1.04, I believe, if I did the math correctly. Is there nothing you cannot do? I cannot do a handstand. That's my goal for this year, is to do a handstand. Link to the music somewhere. It's gonna be somewhere. Show off the tats. Okay. I think I can do it with this shirt. Okay, so I've got snake with wings, little sunflower person, moth with a rib cage, and little person with wings. Yeah, they were done by my friend who does hand poke tattoos. They're amazing. I've got two more. I've got these, lotus and triskelion. Yeah, the symbol is like from a necklace that my mom made, and I have it here somewhere. But yeah. Girl, do you work out? You look amazing, and the juggling is awesome. Okay. I do work out, yes. I do about, I don't know, a few hundred of these every day. No, I do like push-ups, I'm trying to get into calisthenics, you know, whatever that means to you. I try to stretch and work out every single day because body health, your physical health is very important, and I don't think people realize how little they focus on using their body in an intentional way. I think that we're very used to sort of putting our bodies into positions to get things done without really thinking about the effect that those positions might have on our bodies. One thing that really changed for me last year was like my walking posture. I used to not really think so much about how I walked. I would just sort of throw one foot after the other, let it do this. And then I started working out, and I started realizing like I'm not being very mindful about how I place my feet, and I don't actually have very good control over my lower half at all. So I started being very mindful and like stepping slowly and like really placing every part of my foot on the ground. And my posture has changed drastically over the last year. So highly recommend stretching, being very intentional about your movements. Go do yoga if that's right for you. It's different for everyone, but just having some sort of intentional practice with your body. Dance is really good too. Yeah, I recommend it. Please, 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 please take care of yourself. Is this hypnotism? Are you doing magic? Do you do weddings? I would if I got paid for that. Maybe just for like my friends at first. Depends. I don't know if I would like travel to do a wedding for someone. But it depends, maybe. Like, if you're serious, hit me up. Can you hacky sack too? Well, actually, no. No, I haven't done that, so I guess that's another thing I can't do. I guess if I wanted to, I could probably practice and get better at it, but it doesn't really appeal to me. I have hacky sacks, but Victor? What are you doing with all that arm? Okay. Why do we have the perfect arms for juggling? Like, if I saw you in the wild, I'd think those are juggling arms. Thank you. Thanks, I guess. How many